Is that me? Fine, that's me. So, Resident Evil 3, guys, welcome. We're just gonna basically get straight into it. Equip my own costume, play on heavy mode, of course, instead of light. Special 5, Dino Crisis, Jill, and we'll move on. So, here we go. Wait. 3, 2, 1. I'll bit off there. Wait. Start. So that's the timer. It's a very weird timer in the game. Doesn't start from when you click the game. It starts from when you do this little cutscene here. So what we do is you just run into this zombie. You tank the bite because you actually regenerate your health in Resident Evil 3 Classic after this cutscene. So I guess it's kind of, if you started the game and you don't want to waste ammo and you took a bite, or you somehow got into danger, Jill just regenerates her life back. So certain doors have certain different door skip when you press the skip button on your keyboard. Basically that one's you've got to wait for it, and some doors you can instantly do. So again, if you played the new remake, this is the Dario part of the game, compared to what it was in the remake, which is just a little passing by thing. So we run up here, and we collect this key, and we just basically have to leave the building and kind of go do our exploration thing, and we get to the dreaded basement part of the game, if you all remember what that is. But basically I'll explain how the text is going faster. So if you've noticed, the text on the screen is going a bit faster than usual. That's called the DEAC, Delayed Input Cancel. Basically you bind a key to left and right on your the way you move, so that with text for some reason just goes faster in a yes/no prompt. So let's see if I get a good basement here. So I got one bite, he falls. That's not that bad, better than the zombies turboing. Okay, didn't get bit off him. So what happens is if you get bit by a zombie, you can mash to try and get them off you. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is one of those annoying basements where you probably would reset, but because it's a marathon, I'll just pick up a herb and I'll just use it instantly just to make sure I'm still on full HP. Cool, 190, it's fine. That's annoying, but that's a very heavy reset point in the game if you've never played Resident Evil 3 or never watched a speedrun of it before. It is the most annoying part of the game. Well, one of the most annoying parts because of the new rule changes that I'll get into once we get to this certain point in the game. Just because of how reset heavy the game is, and basically for any percent you always want the grenade launcher. We've changed some of the rules. Well, I voted for it as well, but the main heavy, like top 5 runners, kind of push for it as well. So basically, that was Brad Vickers telling us, you know, Nemesis is gonna come. Well, he doesn't say Nemesis, but he says there's something hunting us down. And this again, you just think a random gate falling over. How is that RNG? But it is. There's 3 RNGs for that. It either falls after you use lighter, before you use lighter, or just as you're getting there. I'm pretty sure that's 2 RNGs, or 3 RNGs. It's just the game is just weird with that sort of stuff. So here we go, the first Nemesis encounter. And sadly, because unlike the remake, which I think is one of the better changes, is you kind of get, in the remake you kind of have to you do get force fights with Nemesis in this game as well, but I feel like there's more in the remake, or it might be the same. But people always went, oh, Nemesis isn't chasing after you. In this game you can just run away from him anyway. It's not that bad. So again, another RNG part of the game. What code we're going to get? Oh, of course it's the last one I put in. So there's 4 codes, and again it's just RNG. You may say it a lot, but it is. It's just RNG what code you get, and typical marathon or RE3 style, I get the last code. It's just how it is. Just need to deal with that. So here we go. The usual, what would have been the most annoying part of the marathon is finding out if I have a grenade launcher or Magnum. And just like in every marathon I've ever done, we get Magnum. But the real changes for any percent are that we have now got the grenade launcher tool. So you'll notice the Magnum will change to the grenade launcher in 3 minutes time. Better for worse, RNG, yes, no, but for any percent, we decided to use the grenade launcher tool, which allows us to actually always run the best, fastest, optimal Resident Evil 3 route. And plus, because in every marathon I've done Magnum, and I really wanted to show grenade launcher off, so this was probably the best time to do it. And like I said in the description of my submitted run, this would most likely be one of the last times you see this game for a little while before all the, all the Resident Evil 3 remake speedruns come in. The leaderboard opens for that on the 19th, sorry. So you'll get a lot of runs for that. But yes, basically after we got the grenade launcher, we are now just heading towards, well, you head towards the train station, the train cart, cable cart thing, because you want to go in. It's the best way to leave the city. But if you're actually playing the game for the first time, I don't think you know that. The game doesn't really explain it. You can just end up just running around the place trying to do something. Which again is another addition that I like, the fact you beat Carlos earlier and you kind of find out what you're doing. So you actually notice that you barely use the pistol a lot in this run. I should never get bit. That's fine, I'll just push them off. I only got one bit, it's not that bad. You should usually always be able to get past that zombie. I took the line bad. I'll just use the lockpick here. Okay, that's fine. So, you're picking up the gems. So we pick up the blue gem and the green gem to open up the city gate lock doors, which then allows you to get to the train track, cable car area, and then move on to the game.
This way.
And the good thing about the speedrun of Resident Evil 3 is that when you get the choice inputs to go like, well, even though it's in Taiwanese, and I'll get onto that in a second, it's either like do this route or go this way, blow up Nemesis there, or run away. You always click the first one in the speedrun, apart from the final part. But I might click it, depending on what time I'm on. Oh, I didn't get the dodge, that's okay. A bit annoying you don't get the dodge there, but again, it's a very hard dodge to execute. I might give Nemesis stars. I'll see what time we're on. With Resident Evil 3, we use an SRT. So that gives me like my health, how much ammo I've got on, and Nemesis' health. So just for boss fights, you know how weak he's going to be. So there's a timer here, so I'll be able to see. So this is 11 pushes. You don't have to push it all the way up because you can just click it here. We pick up that fast because we're going to come up to 2 areas of the game, we call it its battery, where there's a big group of zombies in a little doorway, and it's basically you just have to hope you get a bunch of dodges or you just push them all down. It's not a fun part. Nice. So he can turbo, and when I mean turbo, if you've ever played Resident Evil game, the zombies, instead of just walking slow, they just randomly run really fast towards you. So that's what we call turbo, because they basically just speed up for genuinely no reason. It's just, there's certain lines you can take in the game where it makes the zombies not do that, but most of the time it's like kind of RMG based. Like if you don't take the certain lines, sometimes he won't turbo, sometimes that zombie that does. It's very strange, just how the program and the code of the zombies. So, like I said, this game's in Taiwanese. Most Resident Evil games, classic Resident Evil games you play, will be in Japanese, not Japan, Japanese. Just because why did I press the aim button there? The text is faster, but in this Resident Evil 3, we ages ago, probably like 5 years now, the Taiwanese version was found out to be faster. And that caused a big huge debate because people didn't know if the game was actually real or not, because nobody had a physical copy. But yeah, it turned out to actually be real, because why would it not be? So we all had to move over to this version of the game.
Jill, put this on.
So we get our item slot increased quite early, which is another comparison to Resident Evil 2. which I kind of like, is that you kind of get it quite early compared to how like in Resident Evil 2 it's actually a choice between more item slots or a machine gun, if I'm not mistaken. But those dogs didn't aggro for me, because if the flame dog jumps out early, you can take a certain line that then means the dog behind the dog doesn't aggro, which means the dogs in front don't try and bite you. Okay, so we got a free push, which is pretty good. However, just the way it was angled, the zombies, I actually couldn't get around them. So we're probably going to take another bite here, unless I can get the dodge. Okay, it's fine. I've got a fast anyway, I don't mind.
Do we have time for donations?
Yeah, we do actually. On you go.
Yeah, we have $25 from Bloodstream. Yo, MrDaddyDean. MrDaddyDean. Jesus, I'm bad at reading. Yo, MrDaddyDean. Show the zombies how you gotta go fast. And another $25 from the Hat Coach. Thanks for the awesome speedruns to all the runners and the Orga team. And thank you so much for the donations.
Yeah, thank you guys for the donations. I will hopefully keep going fast. So, Goose, in this game, Jill runs really fast compared to. I feel like in this game, and compared to other Resident Evil classics, Jill does like they made Jill run super fast. So you basically just hold down sprint the full game, which you do in any speedrun, of course, but it's more necessary in this. There's not very many angles of the game where you want to walk around zombies or anything. So again, this is the battery area again. We have to put in the book or the thing to get the battery. Okay, so I'll probably have to take a bite here again. Oh, that was really close. So this zombie is going to be here. I don't mind taking this bite because you're going to use the fast anyway. So optimally, of course, you don't want to use your menu until you have to input something. So I want you to, if I was going to put an item into a key item slot, I could use the fast. Oh, I got the dodge. Perfect. Okay, that's really good. That basically, because that's usually a guaranteed bite. Because that dodge is, even though it's just a push of the button, it's very hard to just get. And again, I'm not 100% sure. It feels like some of the dodges you get are RNG, because you can press that button where he bites you, where like, where you think he's going to bite you all the time, and it never gets you the dodge. So us being at 200 HP here is actually optimal. That's what you want. You don't want to have the fast in your inventory, and also this. All the zombies puke there, so that's good RNG if you get that that grouping, because you can just run around them like I did. I guess we come to the first puzzle of the game, which is just left, right, right, right. So here we pick up the fuse. Oh, I got the sound. So basically when you skip here, you can get this thing called this, we call it the sound glitch, which basically means because there's no music, the music is linked to the doors. So the doors, how I was talking about slow doors and fast doors, here, it's just an instant skip. But if the music was playing, the music would change because Nemesis is here, and it takes a little bit longer to load, and that's why the door skips are either fast or slow. It depends on the music. Which is quite cool actually, I think. It makes sense. So there, when the music changed, slow door. Or slow skip because we're on the left. Also, Nemesis isn't following us, which means we get to actually skip an upcoming door as well, quicker. So this one, we get to skip that quicker. Because there'd be a load screen if Nemesis was there, because it would change music to him not chasing us. So considering how much damage I took at the start and all that, I thought I actually wouldn't be at 200 HP here, so I'm quite glad I am. It's actually pretty good, because we come up to the pharmacy, which is a dreaded area again, because, let me see, 1 second, I'll just shoot these just in case, why not? So we dreaded pharmacy, because again, it's the Sasprin Adjuvil Aquacure part of the game. So basically, there's 3 codes you have to input, or you put in one of them, but if you do the speedrun, you input them without checking what they are. So you've got Sasprin, which is 70%, that we think, Adjuvil's 20%, and then Aquacure's 10%. And the way the run's been going, with me putting in the 4th code and getting Magnum, I'm not going to be surprised if it is Aquacure, but you know, it's something you just got to deal with. And I did like the little nod to that in the remake where they had the Aqua Cure thing on for the locker or the safe. So it's not Sasprin. Of course it's not. Oh, this is why I love this game. Who doesn't love this game? So basically here, this is like a run killer. You just basically would reset. You would just reset an Aqua Cure because it's just terrible. You lose so much time inputting the codes, maybe like 20 to 30, depending how fast you do it. So my hands are a bit cold, so it's a bit slow. Plus it's a marathon, so I don't really want to muck up. But then again, you know, it's Aqua Cure. You're going to lose time either way. So I'm not expecting much else from any RNG aspects of this game, which is alright. Okay, can I get the dodge? Okay, that's fine, So I only take one bite here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run into this zombie here and try and get the dodge. Oh, I got it. Oh, lovely. Cool. Really good. So that's the most optimal way of doing it. That's the fastest way. You just run into that zombie, try and get the dodge, and get through. Which I've actually never done. I always run up to him, I always get bit. So that's quite cool that I actually got it in the marathon. So that Aqua Cure, it saves time because we're on 180 HP. We got zombies instead of dogs here. Which means I don't have to pick up the garage fast. First aid spray, sorry, if we don't need to. Because I'll probably be on decent HP. So where I said zombies instead of dogs, you can get dogs there instead of zombies, like big group of zombies. And that's actually faster. Because you don't have to run around the zombies. You can just go run through the dogs because it's easier.
Talking about dogs, we have $5 donation from Jack of Hearts saying, "Do you like dogs?"
Okay.
And it's coming towards the trainer name of upcoming Pokemon Sword one. Zombie? I guess it was meant to be zombie, but he misspelled it, or was it on purpose? I don't actually know. But thank you very much for the donation, nonetheless.
Yeah, thanks for the donations, guys. Supporting a good cause. So we're moving on now. We're actually leaving the city, so we're getting pretty much to the end of this half of this third of the game. I call it third. I like to split the game into thirds. So you've got like this city part. I guess it's actually in quarters if you want to think about it, because you've got city, clock tower, park, and then you've got a dead factory at the end. So I guess it's a quarter. So let's see if I can get this dodge. So you run into here, you quick turn, and you get around those zombies there. So you might look into that room and you go, how are you going to get past those zombies? Because you're most likely going to have to take a bite, but you can do that little maneuver and you can get around all the zombies and they don't bite you. Shout out to Wolf, I'm pretty sure, Wolf DNC, he filmed it out. We call it the Wolf dodge. That'll do it anyway. Like, the way people, you know, figure out stuff. I wouldn't, like, if I was playing this game casually, I would never think of doing that. But it makes sense, doesn't it, if you think about it, because you go into there, you bait that the zombie actually moves a bit forward, and then you can just get the easy dodge. So this is we call it the light puzzle, where you want to get the light to a certain part. One of the most annoying puzzles in the game for newcomers, because there's actually not really a solution to it. There is like a pattern, so like a certain, if A and C are lit up and you click like a certain, like I think you click B, it will light up B because like the two next to it will disappear. But for like newcomers to try and learn out all the patterns, you know, and it's I'm one of those people where if I overthink things, I will most likely muck up because I'm thinking about it. So there's a couple puzzles in this game where, you know, somebody asks me, "Oh, how'd you do it?" I'll just be like, "I don't know," but I know how to do it in my mind because you're just like your subconscious just knows all the time. Which is one of the gear puzzle is a big one of that. I just kind of know the movements, and now because I've said that, I'll probably bottle it. Oh, can I quick turn, please? Oh, that's really bad. If we get hit by this worm, it's a lot of damage. Oh, okay, that's fine. The worm here, if you get hit by him, it's a big run killer because you take so much damage, and I didn't pick up the fast. So, don't bite me, don't bite me. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I actually won't need a healing item for Nemesis, for the Clock Tower enemy fight. Unless I get hit by like a zombie or get poisoned. Cool, so that's just done. We picked up all the pieces of the cable car because we had to. The cable car was damaged, and this is how we're going to escape the city. The mercenaries. So Carlos is a mercenary for Umbrella, hired for just hired for money really. He doesn't know anything about it. So Jill, of course, Jill hates Umbrella because they are the ones that caused all the virus outbreak. But of course, the mercenaries don't know that they're actually just getting thrown into the city to rescue civilians and also get tested for the new bioweapons. So like the lickers and the dogs and the all hunters and all that. Which is Nikolai, who, because we skip all the cutscenes, you probably don't ever see him. He is, you know, keeping notes on Nemesis and all that, which is more explained in the remake. And everybody complained that he's not a fleshed out villain. But in this game, he's even worse, technically, so... So we didn't get early powders. So we didn't get the powders in that room, we got the powders in the save room. Which means we make flame realms instead of the freeze realms we would usually make. And we don't need to pick up the mine thrower, which is quite handy, because you just pick up the grenade ammo. So the freeze realms are quite good for the final Nemesis fight. So again, the powders in this game are how you make grenade ammo. That's what we use for them. But like A powder makes handgun, B makes shotgun, C is grenade. Or no, C is magnum if you combine 3 of it. But because we only really make acid or flame realms, we don't really need to worry about making pistol or shotgun ammo because we didn't pick up the shotgun. That Nemesis roar is actually RNG as well. It's 50-50 whether he will just randomly roar or if you can just walk up the stairs without him roaring. I don't know why. There's a lot of things. It's quite funny, to be honest. The amount of detail and randomness in the game. This puzzle's random as well. So it's up, down, up, down, up. So as you can see here, we have a 4 change. Because we need to move 1 down, 2 up, and then 1 down. So 4 change, and you can get between 1 and 6. So it's not that bad.
Do we have time for another donation?
Yeah, on you go.
DDR Jake donates $5 and says another 20 if you knife Nemesis to death in this one.
I mean, is this I do a boss fight knife only. Does that count? I'm not technically knifing Nemesis. I'll knife these acid things, but I mean, it counts technically. In my opinion. I don't shoot Nemesis. But I'll talk about there's a knife with the knife only run because of there. So the knife only run is, I would guess, easy because you don't shoot until the point coming up. So there's a point in the game coming up, which is called the Clock Tower Nemesis fight, where he's got a bazooka, and for knife only, it's really hard because you have to like dodge the bazooka shots, and then because Jill's on caution anyway, that makes it really hard. Because basically, you're never on, even though you're on 100 HP, you're poisoned, so you're taking damage over time. And I guess I've not explained this as well. So basically, why you don't want to go on to caution is because you run 10% slower. Like, you know, Resident Evil games, you should be punished for taking damage, in my opinion. Because in real life, if you take damage, I guess, you know, once adrenaline would kick in and you maybe would run faster, but you are still winded. Unlike the new remake games, where so that's 7 o'clock, so that is Obsidian, Copper Amber, where you run faster on caution if you play as Claire or Jill in caution. Yeah, you run faster because you're like staggering forward. So I like how in this Resident Evil 3, and all the other classic games, you're punished for going into weaker health. compared to the new games where you're technically for speedruns you need to figure out how to get bit and damaged. So I did a little quick turn there if you noticed, because the spiders can shoot poison. So I could have went for the more just go lucky and just run at him and run past him. But if he poisons you, again, it's a on poison, you're on caution status. Like you run 10% slower, so you don't want that. So the flame realms are actually slower. The freeze realms are the best for Nemesis, actually. So here we go. I'll explain this fight after I do it. I want to try and focus on the quick shots that are kind of non-existent at the moment. Oh, nice dodge. Doesn't really matter though. Oh my god. That's fine, cool. So basically, with Resident Evil 3, and actually Resident Evil 2 as well, you can do this thing called quick shooting. I'll wait till he screams Jill. Cool. So you can you aim and then shoot, and then if you press aim while holding shoot at the same time, like at a correct moment, you can a quick shot. So with the pistol, it's better to mash the button, because there's different techniques. People do timing, people mash it. It's all personal preference. The pistol is most likely you mash it. The grenade launcher is all timing. Oh, you can mash it as well, so you get the timing right. But it's very, the top runners, they have it down perfectly. They can always do it because there's a certain. Wow, okay, that's a big leap from him. That usually never happens. The worm that's coming up, the Gravedigger that we found, is Jill. We fight him again, and there's a one-cycle worm, which is big against RNG. So there's RNG, and you need to hit, what is it, like 9 consistent quick shots. So it's kind of high skill / RNG. So it's not one of those things where it's like, I'm a master. You can be a master at quick shooting, but the game can just troll you and not give you the one-cycle worm pattern. Because if he early rises or goes underground, it's one of them. He basically just he attacks you earlier than he should do, so it's a bit unlucky. So we're doing the tape now. We're in the hospital part of Carlos. If we get zombies, I'm just going to shoot them. I'm not dealing with zombies here. In speedruns you would try and run past them. Well, it's a speedrun, but in a more, if you're going for PB, cool, then get zombies here. Because zombies here are so annoying, because like you've got to run past them all the time and stuff. So people just some people mow them down with your assault rifle. But for a more action-heavy Resident Evil game like Resident Evil 3 is compared to Resident Evil 2, you don't in the speedrun you don't shoot a lot. So what I'm doing is YOLO Carlos. You can check in the other hospital room. You can check where this cabinet's meant to be, and this gives you the code for the safe for one of the vaccine stuff. So I got YOLO Carlos. 531 is the best optimal. So where I put that thing is where is more optimal. So that's 50-50, depending on where the cabinet's facing. So where the drawers are facing like downwards, which means it's to the top, and if they're facing upwards, like it's to the bottom, because of course you need technically the game to be realistic, and you want to be able to open the drawer on the locker, or the chest of drawers really. So it's either top, when it's that way, where it was facing, it's either top right or top left. But if it's facing the other way, if it's 180 degree spin, it's facing the other way, so it's not that bad. It's quite good that YOLO Carlos is technically a 50-50 shot, and it saves you a lot of time instead of going into the locker, going into the other hospital room and checking the code. So another easy puzzle was just 1, 3, and an A. And that's just got the vaccine now. So we can now leave the hospital and go back to jail. we have hunters here. Wait 2 steps and then shoot. And that will blow up both hunters. And then the zombies I was talking about are now where we just where we want to leave from. So floor 1, they'll be in front of us here. So basically just mash my keyboard to try and get away. I didn't realise I got round him. I don't mind. Don't go on caution though. Don't go on caution because running slow is annoying. I didn't realise I got round that zombie. The camera angle made it look like I was not round him, but my bad. Again, it's even me like playing this game for how long I have. The camera angle still throws me off. So I'll try and block the cough in my hand, so hopefully it's not that loud for you guys. This game's a...
It's pretty fine.
Okay, no worries, thank you. It's a very action-heavy game. My hands are always on the keyboard compared to yesterday. Yu-Gi-Oh! I could cough as much as I wanted. So sadly we're on caution, but we're basically just at the end of the Carlos section now. You can fight Nemesis with Carlos if you want. It means that when you fight him with Jill, well, when you leave with Jill, when he starts chasing you again, which he does, he will actually be a bit weaker. But yeah, so we picked up the knife because we need the knife for the one of the boss fights coming up towards the end of the run. So again, don't need the mine thrower because we have we got flame rounds for the clock tower nemesis. So again, it's quite good that RNG actually depicts your route as well, like certain ammo, what ammo you need, because of what the game gives you early on. Just for a speed. Because technically you could just make the... Okay, that was weird. You can make the freeze realms anyway if you wanted to. It looked like I got past him, so I didn't mash the dodge, but then the camera angle kept changing back and forward. Very strange. So you want hunters on this bridge, because it's actually quicker than the zombies, because they're easier to dodge. And you want hunters... No, you want dogs here. Or is it hunters? You want dogs. I can't remember. My brain. I think it's dogs you want. I think it's hunters and dogs. Because the dogs are easier to get. So we actually got the good RNG, which is quite funny because this run's been littered with terrible RNG. It'll be the only time in the run that I will say I want hunters, because usually the most annoying things. But we will see that in full force when they get to the annoying part of the game. There's an annoying part with hunters. I've mucked this up. Here we go. I said I would, didn't I? Come on, Dean. Was that even right? Am I doing that? Did that even right? Yeah, it was. Right. See, I'm so like I played this game for so long, and even I'm like, is that right or wrong? The gear puzzle just confused. I don't know why it confuses me. It's quite simple, but my brain just, you know, I don't know what it is. I just overthink it. I probably could have salvaged it with the 3 moves I had left, but I just went, I'm just going to reset the puzzle. So we're coming up now to the worm boss fight. We just need to make our acid ammo, which we have because we've picked up the grenade rounds from the dead body. That's why we pick up. Don't know why I combined it there. I just wasted a menu, but whatever, doesn't really matter. So if you're wondering where the acid ammo works, so because you can combine 2 A's and 2 B's to make a C, and double C's freeze ammo, and you only need 10 freeze rounds to defeat Nemesis at Clock Tower. So that's why you'd actually have 6 grenade ammo to then make the acid realms from. So that's why you pick up the mine thrower. But the way we did it is a bit different. You have to do it a certain way, which is fine. So here we go. 1 cycle worm. Can I get it? Oh my god, I was so close. Oh. That was so... I missed... I think I mucked up one quick shot. I must have been a bit delayed. Oh, I was really close. So if you're wondering how I know that, I've got his HP. Like the SRT gives me Worm's HP. Is he rising again? Yeah, if you kind of just gotta dodge him now. Wait till he fully rises. Come on, Worm. Cool. So you shoot him with an acid round, and then you equip your knife, and please don't hit me. Oh, nice dodge, Jill. Cool. So I started getting glitched. No, I'm fine. Cool. So that's Worm. If I got an extra quick shot in, which I maybe could have got actually if I'd mashed it a little bit quicker, we would actually killed Worm without him going up, doing that stupid thing which he was doing, which is like rising up, attacking you. Now that would have been really good because I'm not the best at that, so I'm not the best at the one cycle. I've only really got it in practice, so getting it in a run and actually making it a marathon run would have been really good. So I'm kind of sad I never got it, but we were really close and it made the Worm fight quite easy, and I only got hit once by him. And luckily I got the dodge when I went to knife him, so I didn't take any more damage than I had to. So yeah, there you go, hunters, easy to dodge here, and then the dogs won't stun lock you like the hunters do. I'll probably get bit by one, because you don't really see this dog. Yeah, you don't really see him. I might get bit here unless I press it quick enough. No, I'm fine actually. Oh, there you go. So here's the dead factory. We're actually towards the end of the game. Oh. And I'll say now, if there's anything you want to shout out, you can do, because we're just going to be running around for a little bit. So.
Alright, I think I'm going to take this moment to shout out the incentive for the very next run, which is Pokemon Sword. We have a couple of those here. One of them is the Ninetales name, which has a 12-character limit. And I'm asking for the Ninetales name, or rather, a runner is, because Ninetales is a crucial part of this category, so it obviously needs some love as well, with its own nickname. And love it has not received, because nobody has put down any names for Ninetales, so you have about, well, 25 minutes plus however long into the run we need to cut off the incentive to get a name in, so get those donations in for that, because we need a name for that Ninetales that, well, of course, a name that isn't Ninetales in and of itself. So, yeah.
Yeah, there you go, guys. So, do you want to donate to that? On you go. Make sure the Ninetales gets a name. You don't want the full party to have a name, and one Pokemon don't. Come on now. So there, if you noticed, the Steam puzzle, you can actually activate 2 valves, and then you can just make your Jill run into the Steam, and she'll actually be able to activate it. It's very strange. So, Hunter's Elite Cheese. Oh, this is bad. Okay, it's fine. Please, don't die. Please. Okay. So, basically, the Hunters there, you want leeches, because the Hunters can stun lock you, and they can kill you, and your run's dead. Even with the fast, because even if you heal, if you're on caution, they one-hit kill you. It's quite grim. So, we got High Empty, which is one of the best RNGs for this as well. Actually, it is the best. So, this is what this game gives and it takes. So, it gives you terrible RNG with Pharmacy and RPD and Music Box, but it gives you good RNG with like hospital stuff. So, let's just right one. Nope. So, right one. Right, left. Yeah, cool. Right one again. Left 2. That should be right. Yeah, cool. If you muck this up, it takes so long because you've got to go through this beep boop stuff, and then you've got to go through the start when you walk up to it. You've got to go through that again. It takes so long. So luckily touch wood. Luckily on the way back when we go past the hunters, you can just wait for one to run at you, and you run under his jump. So hopefully I can do this. You just wait, and then you run, and he jumps over you, and then you can get here in time, hopefully. Perfect. Cool. That's fine. And you quickly get to the door. Cool. Okay, so that's the last puzzle of the game. So overall, the RNG wasn't that bad. You just run around that zombie when you run out the left. And this is, again, one of the more annoying boss fights in the game, which is Acid Nemesis, which is all about listening to certain aspects of him. So first valve is second step, second valve is when he says stars, and then the third one you kind of hope he just lunges at you. Like you have to like kind of bait him towards the third one. So this is the fight that I technically knife Nemesis. I knife him once, but you knife the valves and that's how you defeat him, because it's quicker than making acid ammo and defeating him that way. So I've got one heal, so I really hope I don't muck this up. But I've got a safety save if I do, so it's fine. You know what, that's fine. I almost did it optimally, which is when you knife that valve and he goes for the lunge, you knife it and then you quick turn, you run round him. Instead I didn't get the quick turn and the run round him off, but because that lunge doesn't do any damage to you, or it does minimal damage if it did any, you know, it's all good. So yeah, I didn't bottle that fight, which is really, really good. So that's one of the big fights of the game. I'll do a little throwback to GameStone quickly. Bok, Whiskcake Race, everybody remembers that. That's where everybody mucked up. It was just carnage. Because if you do get it wrong, and you know you've got, well, for me, I'm in my house, I can listen. But when you've got people trying to, like, say if there's a couch trying to commentate the race or the run as well, while you're trying to listen out for him taking steps and saying stars, it can be a bit really hard in like a big marathonic setting. So luckily I got it right there. And then we come towards the end of the game now, which is Final Nemesis, when he turns into a big slug monster.
Do we have a moment for a few donations?
You do, yes.
Excellent, because we have quite a few coming in, and a lot of people jumped in on naming the Ninetales. There's a $10 donation from DDR Jake, and they say, $10 consolation donation for knifing the worm. And they named the Ninetales Draken. We have $10 from Squidge18, with no comment, but still, thank you. They are naming the Ninetales Kitsune. And $5 from Jack of Hearts. What is Jill's favorite sweet? Milky Way Magic. Stars! And they're naming the Ninetales Naruto in a very weird way. So currently the landscape is as follows. Kitsune and Draken are at $10 each, tied for the lead, so you can push either of those into the lead, and Naruto is not that far behind with $5, so keep those donations coming, because you want to name that Ninetales with your preferred name, of course.
Exactly, guys. So yes, of course, Mr. Nemesis does love the Milky Ways, does love the stars. He definitely wants a piece of the Jill sandwich, that is for sure. So we're coming to the final boss, where we use the big gun to defeat Nemesis. So what we do is we, of course, make him weak, then use it so we get the one-hit kill. If my ears are correct, I'm pretty sure we got the good RNG, so he hasn't dropped down early, which means we can basically just hide in this corner and then just blast him with our ammo, and then run to the little alleyway, and then let the ion cannon shoot Nemesis. If we do it right, I might give him stars, because why not? We've got enough time to. So he dropped down. Oh, that's okay. This could be a bit awkward. The first acid round only did 20 damage. I maybe did it too early. Oh, come on, Nemesis. Play ball, please. Oh, my quick. See what I mean? My quick shots are terrible now. Worm, perfect. No, bad. Oh, come on. Yes. Okay, that's really good. We needed that to cancel our him cancelling his acid shots. Come on, shoot the acid, bro. Cool. So my plan is not to go in danger here, because I don't want to go in danger. So that's just done the fight. You kind of just wait here. and then you'll hit by the ion cannon. So you don't want to go on caution. That's the more annoying thing. And we'll give him stars. We've got enough time. We've made estimate. It's all good. I'll give him stars. I'll be nice. I'll let you see the cutscene. You tend to never see it, so I'll let you guys see it. And you would usually just click the run away from Nemesis, because why not? Like, you would just click the option to run away. But we've got enough time. I'll give him stars. I'll give him the final Milky Way, you know. Unless it's a star, isn't it? Yes, here we go. Oh, the dodge.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
So one of the most iconic lines in the game is now using the remake for when you're just running away randomly, and she goes, "Oh, if you want stars, I'll give you it," and then just you run away from them. Well, here it's used, you know, to empower, you know, like empowerment. Like, oh, I've just defeated this big hunking creature guy.
Jill, over here.
And we're coming up to time, so 3, 2, 1, time. So that's the game. So if I'm right, I got a 45 something, which is not that bad actually.
And now we have a rather
I'll
unfortunate
tell you, you're just under 46 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's really good actually.
45:57 to be exact.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Pretty good. So yeah, you'll get the credits, you'll get all that stuff. So Resident Evil 3 Biohazard, you know, the Japanese name, the classic, you know, the new remake. That'll be the new hype for this. So just like when RE2 came out, you know, you'll see the classic will still be forever loved in our hearts, but you'll take a little back seat now, just, you know, because of the newer game. So it's always good to get this scene before we all kind of move on from it. But yeah, so I think I can explain most of the things with the game. You know, the RNG aspect, the new any percent. Again, people don't like the fact that you're technically, it's not modding, you're hacking the game in a sense that you're making sure you always get a certain gun, but you know, people, for any percent, if you submitted a Magnum run, it got moved to Magnum percent, so technically you couldn't do a Magnum run in any percent on the leaderboards, so having the 100% grenade launcher is always handy. But yeah, I'll just, you know, I'll shout out again the OGs. There's always Smoke the Bear, he helped me a lot. You know, Orch, you know, OG, the runner, world record, the guy. You know, we had lots of races. There's also Camelot. There's the Night TV, me and him. Lots of races. Mogo VR, also lots of races with him. But yeah, that's basically it. I've been, you know, you can listen to the credits if you want, but I've been MrDaddyDean. That's been Resident Evil 3. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next marathon and all that. So yeah, see you later.
Thank you very much, MrDaddyDean. That was a great run right there. If I have a little bit of time, of course, I will just give you an update on the Pokemon Sword incentives. The Ninetales name has now dragged it in the lead with $15, thanks to another $5 donation from DDR Jake. So the competition is heating up, and now the trainer name is the one that needs all the love, because only Zombie with an X instead of a Z only has $5. So yeah, get your donations in, because these incentives aren't gonna be open for very long, so you only have so much time. So get them donations in right now. But that's been Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Coming up next is the run I'm talking about right now, Pokemon Sword. So yeah, until then, we'll have a short intermission, and we'll be right back.